Hi, welcome to the stream. Actually, I wasn't supposed to stream today. I didn't plan on doing so, but here I am. I can't wait to try this one. I mean, yeah, of course I've been trying it several times, but that was through the whole process of making this livery, this paint scheme. So just have to see that everything works and it's where it's supposed to be. And that is kind of a slow process. Also, the simulator didn't like that because I just, you know, tampered with the files, and that's always a bit iffy, it seems. At least with this plane. So usually when I'm done with it, with the set, I try it out, and what I oftentimes notice is that the fuel is dropping very fast. So that's kind of a bug this plane has. And me tampering with the textures, yeah, apparently it triggers it to do that. So I just need to basically uninstall it and reinstall it, the plane. Oh, sorry, it's fine, but it's a little annoying at times. But here she is, my Sitka Sundance. The first ever skin I made for the Goose in FSX, and then I did a remake for Redux when they released the one that was supposed to be in Flight Simulator 2020, but it didn't work out really good, so it wasn't compatible entirely. For a while it was promising, but well, anyway, so this is the third remake I did, and it was for this big Radials Grumman JR F6B, and it looks, I'm very happy with the outcome, very happy with it. And I didn't make any changes for by the way, that's under the window, that's tailspin, the bear, Baloo, I think. And then I named both engines. So we have Chip on the right, on the left, that's engine number 1, and Dale as engine number 2. Makes more fun doing starting them up too. So all right, and then I added a little reflection, like a little mirror. It's actually not a mirror, it's an image of the plane, but it still looks like a little round mirror. You can't see it right now because it's partially underwater, but that one was a little difficult to manage to do, but yeah, I did it finally. So my plan was to actually make a whole cockpit for this one, although it seems to be they share the cockpit. All of the liveries, all the skins have one cockpit, so it's only thing you can change is what is considered as external textures, um, but they are internal because I can see it from inside. Maybe they are both, I don't know. It's the window frames basically. So they I made them black, and also this I don't know what this is, but it's orange. It's like I don't know what it does. Maybe you should hold on to that one or whatever when it gets bumpy. Um, but yeah. So on the engines, I made a little experiment because I had that in on the original Sitka Sundance. with chrome. I don't know what it's called, but like ventilator or it's not. I mean, it kind of looks like exhaust, but I'm not sure what it is actually. So I thought the exhaust was underneath, like here, and this is a part of the exhaust on the top. So I'm a little confused actually. I'm not entirely um, educated about this aircraft. So I have more to learn about this. But the chrome actually worked out. So these plates, they were painted originally, so I just added chrome to that part specifically. Also, these anti-slip surfaces on the wings and roof. That was just half of it, maybe a little more over here. Like it was nothing on the right wing, so I added that. And also on the nose, you can see like the matte surface. That's also anti-slip. If you would work on the nose, be standing there. So I added that one, but I didn't. First off, I was doing the whole area here matte black just so it would look like it, but from inside it was a little boring, so I kind of like the reflections here, so I did this compromise. So the original Goose Sitka Sundance it had more orange on the nose, so I just changed a little bit with the design on this part around the goose coming up from his egg, the goose baby goose. So I just remade it a little more stylish, more accurate for the plane, basically. Um, but I had a different idea back then, so some things change. Alright, so let's take this bird for a flight. Enough talking. Alright, batteries on. Yeah, right, I didn't finish what I was talking about the cockpit, but mainly just gonna say it short. I added like wooden panels in the original ones, and I want to do that if I get the opportunity to do so. I will have wooden panels all over around these gauges and here on the RPMs and manifold pressure, and also the whole front panel I want to have. And I would probably repaint it black or dark gray or something instead of this military green variant. It's nothing wrong, but I think it would look better on this specific bird. Alright, I'm gonna open the windows here so you can hear the engines fire up. Okay, batteries, generators, both valves on and engine valves on, crossfeed off. The temperature of the carburetors is kind of good, but I'm gonna put a little heat on them. I want them around a little bit over 20. Still don't know if that's right. It just feels right. I don't know. Yeah. So we're gonna. What's the fuel pressure? We got almost none. So let's pump with the wobble pump a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about 4? Yeah, that was well enough. We're up to 6 now, so that's maxed out. Alright. Magnetos on, both, and both. Propeller RPM back, good. Alright. Got some lights on. Gonna put some more on in a minute. Or are they on? Yeah, it seems to be on. Hang on. Just gonna check. Yeah, they were on. Alright. Just gonna prime the engines. Priming right. Priming Dale. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? Yeah. And I actually don't know the procedures about this, but I put it on lean or auto lean for starters. And clear engine Dale. Yeah, there she goes. And priming chip. 3, 4. Automatic lean. Chip clear. Nobody's floating around in their canoe outside. There we go. I'm gonna put them on auto rich. There. I should mention that I'm really exhausted today, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I need to fly this bird, so I'm gonna come up with the RPMs here. I'm gonna close this window. There we go. Right. I didn't check the winds, but I'm gonna do that now. And as usual, yeah, I'm gonna change it a bit there. And to 5, 4, and gusting a little, not too serious. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy today. Okay, I'm happy with this. Although, yeah, we have a little rain too. Good. All right, flaps 30. Yeah, I kind of need to take things slow here because I'm, like I said, not really focused right now. But all right, let's taxi a bit. Feel for it. Just gonna put this. All right, north. Yeah. Right. So if we want to go into the wind, we actually can start like this. It's fine. All right, I messed up. Or, oh, that can't be. Really? Yes. I'm so sorry, but it seems that that bug is here again, and I actually didn't change anything on this one since the last installation. So that is a bummer, actually, because that is really annoying. The fuel just, yeah, drains in moments. So we had half a tank, like 55 gallons times 2. So we had 110 gallons, and it just drained. And that is a longer process. So, oh, no, I don't like the idea of this, but that is weird, actually. I checked before started the stream that it didn't do that, and I just moved it basically to a different location. That's all I did. So I was in Petersburg when I tested it, flew it, and then I moved to Sitka just to prepare the stream, and now we have this shit going on. Very frustrating. And this is a known issue, like earlier issue. Look at it. I mean, it just drains like crazy. I don't know what to do about it. I don't think I can do anything. Let's see if I change this and it stops for the moment. So with this work, we go out, and when we come in again, it would probably be draining again. So, yep, it does that. Okay, that's a big issue. Shit. Yeah, alright. Sorry for the language. I'm gonna do a test flight. Basically, we're overweight now, but when we test it out, we're gonna be fine. Ah, this is so. So I probably have to reinstall it again and see and try a couple of times and moving it around and whatnot, but I could actually try to move it to the same location, but I wanted to start from here. So we're gonna do that now. We're gonna take off anyway. So and then I'm probably gonna forget about it, and we're gonna be out of fuel, and I will have to bounce my way back down. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, there you go. Good. Alright, so we don't have much time. No fun at all, but we'll try to fly. Alright. And I set up a whole flight plan. Where are we gonna fly? We were going to Haines and north from Juneau in Alaska. From Sitka, Alaska. Alright. Gonna do some trimming. Yeah, so that's also a new thing. If anyone seen my earlier streams, I struggled a lot with bouncing with this one. It's a lot of bouncing. So I just, trimmed it for after instruction for the real Goose, and it was just not enough for this one. So I made a couple of decent landings after that. So I kind of figured it out. But yeah, it's never gonna be enough apparently, because now we have this other issue instead. Well, I'm gonna solve it for sure. Yeah, we're really heavy now. We are very heavy. Just take a peek. Yeah, we were basically maximum takeoff weight, so you could feel that for sure. Alright. Flaps up. Coming back down to 21 RPM. And throttle on, not throttle, but manifold pressure on 32. I'm gonna change the squawk code to, where's the squawk code? There's none. I should have done this to start with, but good. And also add these leather yokes, leather around the yokes. Better grip, for sure. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to do my best here, so. As a good friend would say, it really takes the F out of fun. So these are my mirrors on both floats. It's actually the image of the original Sitka Sundance, but nobody but me knows the difference there. So it looks quite the same, but it's not. Yeah, it worked out all right. It actually looks like inspection mirrors for the gears, so you can verify that they are up when you do water landing. You don't want them to be down. That's a very bad idea or a mistake. However, whichever. So yeah, we're gonna take a first flight. See if I can make it to the first, basically the first place, and then I'm gonna try to restart. I don't know. Maybe restart the flight. I mean, it could solve. I don't know. So far, it didn't. When this started, first time it never went away basically. So I had to reinstall the plane, and I did that now, and it came back just by changing the location of the departure basically. That's the only thing I did. Only thing. I should have left it where it was. But I found it kind of important to take the first official flight, scheduled flight from Sitka, Alaska, because that was my first encounter in the simulator with Alaska. So it was basically one of these challenges you could do with the Cessna in FSX, do a landing challenge on Sitka Airport. And I just thought it was so beautiful with all the islands, and it was quite cool location for an airport like that. It's a fishing town. Fishing is a big thing in Sitka, I've heard. So hence Sitka Sundance, my first airport I landed in the simulator in Alaska, and also I was a big fan of the Goose. And I wanted a personal livery that felt personal to me, and this is what happened. And that was wrong. To check the... Yeah, I can check these too, so it's alright. 30 and 30. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, they really rushing down. You can maybe watch them and you can see them. Like, look at that. I actually see it sinking. Go lower all the time. So messed up. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I hope you guys like my livery, my plane with the Chippendale engines. I'm gonna just take a little cool shot here with the engines. That one with the float too, right? That would look cool. Chip. There you go. Take this one with the float too. Just like this. Yeah. Alright, let's put more fuel in this because we're gonna have an engine failure in a moment. Yeah, just 100. There you go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this all the way to our first fine. I'm gonna take my... Yeah, So we have actually, we are on course here. We might have to go down into some valleys. Might, depends on the visibility. I want to stay under the clouds if I can. So I'm probably gonna do make a new weather setup, a new weather configuration for Alaska. With these typical, like, very low clouds and very variable weather. See if I can manage to do so. We need to gain some altitude here. I'm gonna push it a little. I didn't want to, add more to the fuel consumption, but it seems like it doesn't really matter. Maybe I cut this stream short and try to solve it, and tomorrow, if I manage, I can take another flight with this one. I actually planned on flying this on very different locations. Maybe like a flight plan, like not jumping from one place to another, but actually flying there. And that would be kind of like a world tour, but I don't intend to fly all over the world. More like flying south. Along the coast, basically. Maybe a little bit inwards mainland, but mainly staying on the coast. And down to Mexico, and aiming for South America. That could be really interesting, to fly the Goose down there. I guess must be quite something special. Okay, so we're down at 70 now. I just wish I figured out a way to stop this. I mean, you can never tell. Sometimes it works. So, I mean, it could be like it could be this small thing. It wasn't depending on what location I started. It could have been like when I started the flight in Petersburg, I started from a dock, so the engines weren't on. And in Sitka, so that add-on don't have a dock, don't have a parking spot on water, so I had to start on the water runway, and then the engine is basically running or starting at once. That's what happened. It could be just that simple. So next time, if I starting from the dock and starting my engines from start, no auto start, it will work, maybe. So it can be that, and I didn't even realize it. I thought, oh, it was because I added stuff, but fiddle with the textures and whatnot. But you never know. In the end, you might realize there was something whole different going on. Yeah. Right, we have quite a lot of speed right now. I didn't reduce the power. Power, 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 power. Those carburetors, yeah, they're pretty good. Fuel pressure good. Oil temp, it's quite high actually. I don't know if this has to do with it. I don't think so. I mean, I've been really pushing the engines now, so that could be the reason for it. above the green, basically just a little tad. Yeah. Rainbow. Beautiful. So I was thinking if I might forget about filling up in the air like this, I would have to deal with that. Let's just say so. That would be a situation. And I would try to land on water if I could and without engines. Yeah. But right now I remember, so I'm just gonna fill her up again. There you go, thirsty little drunken bird. I'm very happy with this little mirror thing is going on. Actually quite cool. That was basically just a plate or whatever, orange. It had the same color, and I just had to figure out where it's located. But first it was marked on the texture on the float. It was marked out, so I thought that was the one. I changed that, and nothing happened. So usually these marks going on, these scratches, they are like kind of a telltale. If you really look at them, let's say you just take a screenshot of the float, you can locate the float, take a screenshot, and then you bring it up, checking it out when you are looking on the texture map, and you might find it the same pattern of scratches. That's the way I located the mirror ones, but they were like, it was kind of twisted position. So when I put the image inside of this, as I thought that would be like logical, it was actually leaning forward and was mirrored backwards, like to the other. So I had to mirror it, a mirrored image. So on the map, this plane is not pointing forward, it's pointing backwards, and let's say upwards. So 10, 11 o'clock maybe, you could say it's pointing. It's really twisted. But in the end, I just had to, do it over like 4 or 5 times, and I got it right in the end. So that was today's work. So 2 days I worked with this one, and then I added like half a day today, so 2.5 days you could say. And we still have fuel issues. Yeah. What do you know? Alright, let's check the little convenient map, GPS map. Let's turn to Angoon. That's where we're headed right now. Angoon is south from Juneau. Juneau is up here. So, and I was planning on stopping, landing Angoon. I don't remember the name of ADMC, but then we have like at downtown Juneau. I think it's downtown. I'm not sure, but it's part of Juneau. So the Juneau is stretching kind of bit, like have a part here on the right side. I think also on the left side. There's like cable cars going up the hill here. I think on both sides actually. Um, and then the airport is down here, and it's, I would say that's downtown, but I'm not sure because all those shops and you know it kind of looks more downtown down at 5Z1, 5 Zulu 1, Papa Alpha. Let's see, what is this? Papa Alpha. Darn, I don't remember the J. How about the N? Wow. Just keeps slipping my mind. Alright. And then I saw a couple of locations on the way from Juneau up to Haines. Like lakes and cabins. I wanted to check them out. I don't think, maybe once I did, but that was so long ago, so I don't remember it. I might have. I mean, I checked pretty many locations around Southeast Alaska, and then I have plenty of locations down here towards Canada, British Columbia. I mean, a lot, like really a lot of cabins down there. So whenever it's not enough with Southeast Alaska, we just can fly down to Canada and keep going. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Okay, alright, we have less than half a tank. Well, half both wings. Alright, we are coming in. So I might just fly here, land, and see if I can reload it and yeah, make a new flight plan from here upwards. Maybe we can solve the problem, and that would be great. That would be so good. I mean, that is really such a bummer. Starting to stream and then just realize that your plane is messed up. Anyway, so. That's a screenshot for sure. Ching. Alaska screenshot. Yeah. Right, let's check the map once more time, and then we're gonna go over this peninsula, and yeah, basically that's just a left turn, and then we're straight on. Although we should land from the other way around, but yeah, we will circle. I might add a little more fuel now, but I think it's really time. And also check your attitude, mister. I don't know what my issue is. Yeah, this is my issue. This is my issue. Alright, we probably gonna, you know, I can just put it up, way up there. We're gonna probably be more than a half tank when we land, or less, I mean. If I'm fast, we might be around 70, 60 maybe. That's not the point. Alright. What do we have? We have right now 3.5 plus, that's nose up. I put it on 4. Between 4 and 5 seems to be right in this one, and that is crazy much in my opinion, so I don't think that's right, but what do I know, really? I was just Goose expert on YouTube. Forgot his name. Pemberton. Was in Spokane, I think. Idaho. He said that was like one nose up in water and one nose down on land. That's basically what was his references of trimming this one. And I kept on trying that, and I just constantly just bounced on the water. So that's not all right. So it's there, docks and everything, and a big starter too. All right. I mean, this is gonna be. I'm gonna do a figure eight here. I don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna turn left and go around that peninsula ahead, and then gonna come back in. So I'm gonna reduce a little throttles here. I'm gonna be around 100 in the turn, I think. Yeah, also didn't check the RPM so much more than the manifold pressure. I don't know why that was my reference, but when I was between 20 and 19, around that 19, that was that must be. Hang on, I'm gonna push the RPMs up now. And why are they so different? Look at the engines. Like one has. One was on 21 RPM and the other one was on 20, but I had equally. I don't know. What did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong? What is the problem? Why? Drama queen. Alright. Alright, flaps coming down. Flaps 30. That was not as graceful as I was wanting it to be. And we are actually at 5 now, so we really trimmed our way up. And we are 70 now, so on the fuel. 70 gallons in each wing, Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Alright, so now they seem more synced, actually. Looks better than last time, so I'm gonna go down here to 19, say 19 manifold pressure, see where I end up with the RPMs. And we're gonna try to come in with a 5 nose up trim. Now they are not synced again. It's so weird. I mean, what is going on? That might be a bug too. I don't know. This bird is sick. And not in a good way. Alright, we're gonna land crosswind here. But it's fine, really. That's not our biggest issue right now. Flaps configured, gears up. Let's check the... Yep. The reflection is the same. Alright, and we're gonna be, oh, I don't know, that might be an island in front of us, so I'm gonna go over it and see, or something. I don't want to hit that. And in all honesty, I didn't check the environment that good, even though I did fly over. Alright, we can just taxi back, it's fine. Seems alright. That's it. Let's see if I can put it down without too much bouncing right now. And ready with the flaps. I'll lose the flaps as soon as I on the water surface. Not like that. I'm not gonna lose the flaps now. That was like a big one. Hang on. That was not good at all. So let's trim it back a bit to 4. Go for another one here. Yeah, I'm really out of shape, and I didn't get more in shape by realizing this is giving me another issue with the fuel. flaps down. We're gonna bounce. Yeah, I didn't make it, so I don't understand. Yeah, whatever. No flaps now, so that would be an issue actually, I think, with this weight. I mean, the plane is basically fully loaded, so now I did a perfect landing. No, doesn't make sense at all to me. So I'm thinking if you have a lot of weight, you would have to have yeah, you would have to have flaps for sure. You would need more lift. That's my logic anyway. Okay, Control W. Water rudder's down, and we're gonna take a right turn here. How is the fuel? Yeah, we're running out of fuel. It's fine. I'm gonna try to taxi and see if I don't think we make it actually. We can try to step taxi. That goes a little faster. Yeah, we're up on the step right now, so that's also something I'm not sure of because we're below 40 knots. I'm not sure where it would like go up on a step, but it just seems to me it's a bit early for doing so. And still, yeah, now the bouncing started. Let's bounce a little bit more. It's a hotter balloon. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So much for step taxi. We had to stay like around 40, I think. 40 knots. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. It just feels a little slow for step taxi. Let's see how it looks from outside. Yeah, I mean I am up in a step. It felt like it rose in a moment there. Just like between 30 and 40. Yeah, now we're gonna run out of gas, so. I would never push it forward like this. Ridiculous. Yeah. Not so much this time though, because I retracted the flaps after the first bounce basically, so we lost a little lift. I think we should lose kind of a lot more there, but whatever. This is a beautiful picture here, right here. That's it. So the engine's gonna die in a moment here. This is all we got. So I'm gonna try to reload this and see if I can find a dock location to start from, and maybe that will fix the problem. Let's find out. Just gonna wait for the engines to die. Listen to them for a while. That was enough. Just give it a little throttle and that would die immediately. Right. This is good. This is good. We almost made it. We almost made it. Looks like we didn't make it. But we almost made it. Let's take a picture. Beautiful. I love the way it kind of not even in the color, like it's a little rugged. It's a little old and paint is coming off on different places. Some places it seems to be repainted, like on the roof seems really good, and also around the goose. That makes sense actually if you would put a new um, uh, like a logo or whatever logo type. It's not logo type. It's just a clip art picture. All right, so let's see if we can fix this. Um, Going back to the main menu. Yeah. Gonna have some water. Or is it water? Water or water? Water. Okay, so we have the right plane already, and we're at Angoon. That's here. And what do you know? They have docks, so we're gonna try to start there. We're gonna set, yeah, all right. So we have 50%. That should do it for a bit, anyway. Then I basically like pilot and co-pilot with their bags and whatever. Um, um, oh, I love it when I don't remember the words. Yeah, if something happens during the flight, you bring like guns and other. It's just like totally still in my head. I don't remember. Survival kits, basically. Um, 100. So this is just basically, I'm doing this because I wanted to just have a fairly good weight on the plane and also CG position. Yeah, this is not excellent, but it's still good. I don't remember what plane was actually, how was a different plane, yeah. I think the Kodiak kind of liked to have it a little bit backwards like this. It got better abilities, at least at those locations. Technique for landing and such. Okay, let's see if we can. I want to set up flight plan basically. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go up to Haynes here, and this is our arrival. And my plan was to visit this place because I wanted to see how it looks. So let's put that in. Admiralty Cove. Okay, Admiralty Cove. And Juneau Harbor. And then we have this one. Oh no, it was not that one. That's just the runway. I mean, we can check it out, but I don't think it's suitable for landing the Goose. It might be a little short, but let's just check it out. So I'm adding it. And then this is Peterson LK Cabot. I'm adding that one as well. And then we have another up here, Windfall Lake Cabin. Adding that one. And Eagle Glacier Cabin. Add. There you go. Okay. Oh, let's hope for the best. And we're gonna go back in time a little because we don't we don't want it to be too late. Oh, hopefully this works. Then I know I just shouldn't start on the runway, but if it doesn't, well, this is gonna be it for this stream. I think I'm gonna try to solve that issue. That's what I'm gonna spend my rest of the evening with. A lot of fun, no? For the moment, it's still, but I haven't started yet, so let's see if that triggers it. All right, we're actually right where we're supposed to be. This is really cool. And the weather, I'm just gonna switch that a bit. See if that triggers it. Who knows? Um, broken clouds. Let's take scattered clouds for this one, just as the last one. A little precipitation. And changing the winds as well. Southwest to all right. So this was actually set up when I managed to land a lot better. So maybe that has to do with it. Let's try this one and see if it's actually easier. Like I said before, I watched a few guys trying out doing reviews of the big radio, and they made excellent landings. However, it was not landings on the step, and I think you land on the step with the Goose, and also in little higher speeds than was like for takeoff, so a little higher when where they land. I'm not sure, but that's how I remember it. All right, I calm down. Yeah, sure. Sorry for getting upset. Yeah, no, okay. Now I'm getting upset for real. Stop, stop doing that. All right. Generators on, batteries on, fuel valve on both. Please, on both. Oh, yeah. Crossfeed off. Cutoff valves on. And fuel pressure is low. What did I? Yeah, it's the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's up on 6 now. What do you know? Good. With lights, please. Lights, models. Just do your best, darling. What? That too? All right. No. Yeah, I can't move that one. I thought I could, but I have a little stress-related cough going on. I apologize if I fiddle too much with the mic. I'm just trying to spare you guys um, from deafening you. Deafening you. Oh, I don't know if that's how we say it. Anyway, anyhow, any day. Let's prime the engine. So magneto's on. RPMs are back. Good. Let's take this baby up too, so we do this from start, not after takeoff. All right. Good. What? Out. Yeah. Put it on. Down with the water rudder. Good. Okay. So seems like in this position I would start engine number 2 at state for reference, and that because the plane would probably start to turn left when I get a little power on the right engine. And that's going to be an interesting uh, party trick, not a party trick, but kind of, because this plane tends to turn the opposite way. So it tends to turn towards the engine that's on actually, and that just doesn't. feel right. But we're gonna start engine number 2, Dale. Priming once, priming twice, sold. Uh, there she comes. So, what happens now? Alright, this time it actually worked. However, I need to be a little... I need to cheat a bit with the pushback, because at this point we would probably still be anchored or whatever, but that doesn't work like a function on this one. You have an anchor, but you're just floating around with the buoy basically and just drifting. So, alright, little chipmunk chip. I'm gonna prime that one, and here she comes. Open this one. Yeah! Stop the pushback. Good. Alright, let's check the fuel, if it's working or not. Haha! It worked! So it might be that thing? Maybe. Alright, water rudder on. Give it more RPM. More on the right engine, so we can initiate the left turn on water here. Please. Left turn, anyone? What is this? Like, oh, I actually engaged the parking brake. Usually that's the other way around. It is engaged and I forget to remove it. So now I removed it, but I actually engaged it. Yeah. Alright. How about some reference lights here? And landing lights, pitot heat on, good. Right, so we have put this one so I know the wind. For now, anyway, I'm using it for that reference. So we need to turn around 180. That's what we're gonna have to do. So I think we're gonna, yeah, we could actually turn left here and just keep going north. Not north, but what is it? This is north actually. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, my thought was I would follow the coastline here to the right, then turn left and almost into the wind. So, as much as I can. Configuring flaps 30. Maybe it's a little bit early for that, but I do that anyway. Oh, I thought this stream would end now, but happy to say it hasn't. So, I mean, I can't really come up with any other solution than reinstalling the plane, but it seems like it's not going to solve the problem, because that's the last thing I did before the stream. So, but we're good now. So it's basically not the thing that it needs to that it would trigger it because of the runway, but I think it's because the auto start, it starts up. And I think usually planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator are already running when you're on the runway. This one starts up, so it's something with the starting procedure that kind of triggers that bug, and I think that's why it just going crazy. Friday! I love Fridays. So full of hope. So full of life, even if you're exhausted. Then comes Saturday and you're a bit more, you know, have more energy and had your opportunity maybe to relax and get some rest. That's even better. Then comes Sunday. You can already feel Monday. Why have a Sunday when you already can feel Monday? Nah, not really. I think for me it's like maybe towards the evening, towards the afternoon, I can feel that. All right, okay, I'm running out of time here for doing what I want, basically. So I think it's probably the same for most. Except for the ones that actually really, like, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for having a job and it's essential for living, and I'm at a great place, really. I might not like all the things I work with, all the tasks, but still much better than other places I've been before. So my point was, if you actually working with something that you really enjoy, it doesn't consume your time basically. It's just the one thing you love to do. So you'll be happy to stay longer or whatever. It doesn't matter really. And it just gives you more energy. You're not exhausted. Those people can really, I mean, I'm happy for anyone who can find that kind of job. That's like awesome, because there are so many people who just maybe hate what they're doing, but they're doing it because they need the money. Yeah, you know, month after month, year after year, just throwing life away because of the system. Kudos to everyone who don't have to do that. And we're almost to the wind. Oh, that's a buoy, or I don't know what you call it, but that floating something, water marker. What was it? Maybe it's not. What? Land-based buoy? You know, it was. And then it's a marker, like a lighthouse, but just like a. All right, I'm gonna move on now because I can't find the words today. It's just frustrating. Okay, flaps coming up. Throttle coming down. RPM is coming down. In heart, this is my job, and been for a long time. In real life, I've been driving a truck for many years and other sorts of transportation, like delivery service, with vans or motorbicycle or cars. So I've been driving my whole life, and that I can do. And for a while it made me happy too, because I mean, most days are good. But then, after a while, I get more stressed, and people are more stressed, and then when you're in a city, it's just not healthy. Doing it for too long. And that's what happened. I did do it for too long. I didn't listen to myself, to my mental health and my health overall, and I just kept going basically. And yeah, at one point there was nothing else to do than listen to your body basically. So every time I tried to not do it, it's just I'm failing like almost at once. It doesn't work anymore. I can't pressure myself. But there are still things I can perform good with. But I just need to like it. I really, and I can't lie to myself. I cannot pretend to liking it just to be positive, and you can get away with it for a while, but it only takes you that far. And there's gonna be a point when you just can't do it anymore, any longer. And my lapsed options are not many for doing something that I really like. Many things. In special education, and also, in my case, age is a contributing factor for not being chosen by, like, I'm not among the top people they would choose from. So, and that is not a belief. I've tried. I've done it many times. So I actually don't know the exact reason, because they never tell you. But I mean, you can tell. I don't know why we got into this subject, but maybe because I'm exhausted and tired, I just tend to not pay attention to my thoughts. They just bring me along for the ride, I guess. But then again, this flight kind of reminds me, this specific flight with this plane reminds me of, I mean, it was a lot of emotions, a lot of crazy things happening around me at that time, like 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. And my only escape from insanity basically was to do this. That's why it kind of means so much. And it probably triggers a lot of things inside of me. It's interesting. for the approach. Oh. I wonder what that is. It's like a bigger building. And what looks like the middle of nowhere. RPM. Coming back on the throttles. Just gonna check out this bay area first. See if we can locate the cabin. I have no clue where it's at exactly. Just that it should be in this bay here. So. Whoa. A little more speed, maybe flaps 30. Excuse me. That doesn't look too good in the water. It went back up. That's interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. I think I see the cabin though. A lot of reflections going on the window, but that looks like a cabin to me. Of some kind. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do a 180 and come straight into this bay. Since I'm having so much trouble with landing without bouncing, I'm gonna take take my time, and I'm gonna give it some space here. So it might, I mean, it might work out now because I don't have that much winds going on. And I guess it would make it harder to land if the waters were rougher. You could end up bouncing a bit. Maybe I'm giving myself a hard time, I don't know. I'm giving the plane a hard time too because that's what I started with. It's like something is wrong. The configuration, it doesn't do what the others do. The other planes, they're working fine. This one doesn't. Well, that's what's done. Maybe that's just me or the combination. Alright. How about some flaps 30 now then? Would that be fine with you? Does that sound fair to you? Alright. You're coming down where you're coming down. That should be around now, I think. Yeah, there she comes. Right. I have no clue about the trim, but actually it doesn't really matter because yeah, perfect landing. I did a perfect landing, so I'm gonna try to do that a couple of times, then I'm gonna change the weather, like more windy by 1 knot at a time. See when it starts to get bouncy. That was my best landing for a good while. That was long ago. Well, yeah, we need to get into that bay area there, so if I knew I would perform this well, I would have started later. Around here maybe. It's fine, we're gonna step taxi all the way back and not gonna exceed 40. So we can stay on the step. And just because that seems to be a reference now, 40. And would I get over 40, I could get airborne. So that was also a reference. You wouldn't lift at 69, but you would lift at 70. That didn't seem to apply either, really. And even if I had a lot of weight going on, I could be airborne before that, like sooner. Slower. Strange steps taxi. I actually not on the step anymore, I think. I don't even know if there is anything called step taxi, but I think so. I call it step taxi, taxiing on step. It's a faster way of getting around on water without actually flying over it. That's so cool. sometimes I just look around and it just hits me that this is so cool. This plane is cool. Alaska is amazing. Even in a simulator, it's amazing. I think it was over here on our left. I love this engine song. Totally in love with it. The place over there. Whoa. Yeah, I don't want to look from this direction. It just doesn't make sense. I was mentioning in an earlier stream, the location of this point where this effect starts should be around here, maybe behind the wheel or something like that. But it starts, I think, at the nose of the plane. So. Time. I'm showing, sorry. This must be the time. Yeah. It's noon. Almost. It actually looks like a shed or something. Right. beginning to think that there is. I'm gonna check that actually. That there is this sound in the end when you shut off the engines are so much louder in a way than the engines, and I'm just thinking it might be because it's in a different section. Like not section, but like we have this aircraft engines, and I have that on 40. So, and aircraft miscellaneous, maybe that's where the shut off sound is, and that would be like much louder. So, if I reason I having it like this so I can hear the rain and other sounds in the cockpit. So I think the engines are already very loud. So, but at one point I'm gonna find out if that's the case. Because that seems to be much louder in a way when you shut off your engines. It's not. All right, just do some unloading or whatever, and let's kill the batteries too, because that might be a thing. Like, see where the plane stops. Or actually, I'm gonna put down the gears and see if it actually, yeah, it does that. So this is an interesting thing. Is that it does this here in Alaska, but on Hawaii, where I flew just 2 days ago, I actually could get down from the beach and the wheels were disappearing underwater, and then maybe it's the other way around. So if you're going up on the beach, it doesn't work, but when you're coming down back into the water, maybe it does. So, all right, bloom, there you go. And then back up. Yeah. All right. Let's fly to our next location. That would be actually Juneau, I think. Yeah. Juneau Harbor. I was not planning on landing there, but I wanted to pass it because it's beautiful, and also over the airport, and then these locations. Well, let's go. I mean, why wait, right? Batteries on, generators on, fuels are on. We got no fuel pressure. Let's do the wobbly thing. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 is enough. It is enough. All right. Let's get back on the RPMs. How's the carburetor heat? It's a little low. Just a little tad then. Put a little there. And ignition on. Magnetos. Back to lean with the mixture. And I'm gonna prime engine number 1. Chip for reference. 1, 2. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't even think you would have to prime it. We've just been here for a little while. So, this is interesting. So now it's actually turning like it's supposed to. I'm happy to say that's great. Except for the fact we're drifting up. But it's fine. Okay, push back here. Get someone's help to push the plane back into the water. Alright, priming number 2, that's Dale for reference. Rich, auto rich, accurate. Yeah, set our flaps 30. Some RPM. In a minute here. There. Need to turn too. I don't know why it's really want to drift into land, but it, wow. How about this? Alright. That's what can happen. Yeah, let's try this. I don't think that would work so well, but alright. It's unlocked. It should be locked, but it's unlocked. Okay. Right now I need it to be unlocked anyway. So. Let's see what it does, by the way. I'm not sure what's going on, why it doesn't want to go back to... Alright. Okay, it happened something with the wheel. Now it's centered, alright. See if it just, yeah, so this works down to get down to water, but doesn't work on the other way up. So that is really interesting, and I'm happy that it works this way anyway. So. Yeah. So cool. All right, let's close this one so I can maybe talk a little bit in a normal manner. Alright, RPMs full. Repeat. Kill that. Right, let's check the trim. Alright, so let's set it on 4. I guess so. 4 means 1, basically. All right, let's taxi out here and then take a left turn and take off into the wind. I'm not sure if I can get through there. Maybe. All right, we're doing it. Step and we got lift. Yeah, so good thing we got lift. You actually couldn't go through there. Choice was entirely based on the fact that this is a simulator. I wouldn't dare to do that otherwise if I didn't know or was. Alright. Coming back on the RPMs and on throttles. Seems good. And huh. Didn't remember me verifying the retracted flaps. I know I said flaps earlier, but I don't remember when I said flaps up or did flaps up. Alright, let's check the map. Alright, we're not on course. want to go to the harbor area, we should take a right. It seems like we need to gain some altitude as well, so let's go for it and see how long it will take us, and we will take a left if it doesn't work out as it should, if I'm not feeling it. It looks okay for now. Seems like we got good lift. We're losing a little airspeed there, but it's not serious. Nothing serious. Turning away from the wind as it is. There seems to be a little bit more visibility over here. So that's what we're gonna do now. And admire the scenery. I think it's down here, so it's gonna be to ease down in this valley in a moment in front of us. Not this one, what the next one? Oh, cool. Some minor roads here, green ones, and that's an issue with the satellite pictures, I assume. Still have green roads. That's an old thing, but I've seen they did something about it on occasional places and replaced those images so you don't get that green effect. Flying over Stockholm, that was yeah, all the roads were really green and it didn't look real at all, but yeah, was kind of an early edition of the flight simulator. Early. So that's what I think is Juneau, downtown Juneau. And I really need to find some added docks to this one, because we got a seaplane base here but no docks whatsoever, and should be at least one cruise ship cruise ship down here, and I don't remember, maybe it was, I forgot to add something. But I haven't been looking around for any add-ons for a while, so that's gonna be a thing I'm gonna do further on. I mean, how cool would it be if you could enter this area here and dock by a dock? That would be super cool, super cool. Super McFeast, super McCheese. Gonna do a low flyby here and check out downtown. Downtown Juneau Harbor? Maybe that's just what it is, Juneau Harbor, nothing else, I don't know. Okay, we need a little more power there. Let's set flaps 30 here. And it will come down if the speed is right. That's what it seems like, so almost automatic. Here it comes. So we should have an updraft here, not a downdraft anyway, because wind is coming from that direction, so it would rise here, like by the walls of the mountains. Alright, let's take a look from outside instead. Yeah. Yes, I would definitely want to have a replacement for this part with more accurate buildings and houses. That bridge looks okay though. Alright, and I would actually try to do a touch and go by the seaplay base further on by the airport, so Juneau Airport. I'm gonna do that, but it seems, no, I think this is, yeah, this is the correct direction for doing so. Almost get a headwind, a little of a crosswind, nothing serious, and we're gonna do a slight left turn too, so let's see if I can ask for touch and go. That's gonna be that Juneau. No, that's wrong. Juneau Harbor is behind us. This is odd. That's actually the airport, so maybe I can ask them to. Maybe it's the same airport though. Let's see. Because touch and go.
Juneau Tower, Grumman, November Victor, Foxtrot 84 is 4 miles southeast, 400 feet with golf for touch and go.
Gears up.
Grumman, November Victor, Foxtrot 84, Juneau Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind 204 at 5. Fly straight in runway 26.
That's runway 26. I want water.
Grumman, Foxtrot 84, wind 204 at 5.
Oh, please stop talking.
Clear touch and go left traffic runway 26.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted.
Runway 26, Grumman, Foxtrot 84.
Alright, we're gonna do a touch and go on the runway then, I guess. Because I didn't have a choice. I couldn't have water, so that's fine. Alright, so land configuration. Oh, we got a lot of starters going on here. Pretty annoying. Gear down. Gonna go flaps 60 in a sec. Wait a little bit longer. Alright, so the water runway is just parallel with this one, so it's on the left. But yeah, I mean, I should practice landing on. But this actually means a little more nose down trim. We're not there, not at all. Alright, so let's. Sorry. What's going on? Flap 60. Nose down trim. I'm not gonna check the amount of trim. I'm just gonna feel it right now because I'm on a final and it doesn't make sense anymore. To stay centered. Slowly down with the Throttle here. Yeah. That's a little bounce there. Here comes another one. Me and my bouncing. This is interesting. And I just don't want to land this thing like it's a tail dragger. You shouldn't. Right, I'm going to lose the 30 flaps here. So I'm actually airborne, or what is going on? Like, I don't know what that sound means. Like, I thought it was for water, but that was a touch and go, so we're gonna keep going, right? I did that mistake 2 days ago. Like, I was asking for touch and go, and then I just didn't. I'm trying to stay centered as much as I can. This is a little hard for me right now. All right, gears coming up. There. And yeah, flaps coming up. Throttle there, coming back on the RPMs. I can spot an airplane in front of me. It might have been a plane that did go around, but I don't know. Above me, basically. I have no clue. Alright, so I'm thinking we should take a ride. And that would be nice because I want to check out this what I think is a lake over here. Should be a glacier too, if I'm correct. I don't know how it looks, but there it is in front of us. That's a glacier. Sometimes my memory surprises me in different ways. Sometimes I'm forgetting. Sometimes I remember. That's always a nice thing when you can remember stuff. If you get burned out once, you might not come back in the same shape as you once was. It's not a good thing to burn yourself out. I am actually gonna do a touch and go on this water, but I'm gonna go around and check out the glacier over there. Then we can continue north to the next cabin and lake, actually. So it might be a mountain lake, and that is kind of cool if it's not located in a valley. We have been in a lot of valley lakes. We're visiting a lot of valley lakes and landed there, but it's a parking spot right there. Cool. A lot of parking spots, but a parking lot, actually. Sorry. Oh, right now I just had the urge for bush plane, like landing on riverbanks and short field takeoffs and landings. That's so cool. I'm gonna do that too, but it's goose time now. Alright, flaps 30. Trimming nose up. That seems about right. I'm gonna... Okay, RPM's full. this is kind of a cool approach, I would say. I love these turns. Just coming up and positioning yourself right into the wind. It's good work. I actually don't have any throttle right now. Yeah, that was one bump. One bump. Flaps up. It's not going to be a touch and go. Okay. Turning on water. I don't know what changed my mind, but I just... Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Going to 121.9er, Grumman Foxtrot 84.
So it was basically touch and go anyway. You never know with me. I'm very inconsistent. Flaps 30 coming down on the step. And so it actually went up on the step later this time. It was almost 60. And that actually felt bouncy. That actually felt better than 40 coming up on the step. But I think that's actually too late. So I think it should maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. What's the right speed depending on how... on weight and such. What speed is considered as good for coming up on the step? When does that happen? Flaps up. Wow. I love flying. Down, trimming nose down a bit. Not nose down, but actually just neutralizing, resetting. Alright, I just need to pick up some altitude here. Right, take a right turn. I have quite a few, quite a lot of screenshots of Sitka Sundance around Juneau, and yeah, mostly around Juneau actually, because I'm either going to Haynes or coming back to Sitka. Sometimes going down to Petersburg and Ketchikan, Wrangell. Yeah. Not so much Yakutat, but that could happen. It's further north by the coastline on the way to Anchorage. And with this airplane that takes quite a while, so I don't go that far really. Alright, let's check the map because we might be... Yeah, it's actually... I'm like, this could be it, and it was, so, alright. I'm gonna ease down here. Maybe we also can spot the cabin. no bubble windows. I would love if they actually did a version like Big Radials making a version of the G21 Goose with a little more modern avionics and these bubble windows here, so you could actually put your head a bit outside and you will still be on the inside. Very useful with these planes. Not that I can't, but it doesn't feel like, huh? Yeah. How about that? All right. I saw something of a cabin down there, so I'm gonna come back down this way, and we might actually land this. I'm probably not gonna be able to land into the wind, but we still need to drop some altitude here. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Drop altitude. And depending on it's an airplane. Depending on oh, hang on, I'm just trying to come up with what word I wanted to use. Remember. Yeah, it's about elevation and how surroundings looks for best approach. Terrain, yeah, terrain. Just gonna inspect the terrain here. So, oh, you got an airplane coming. Oh, it's there. Look at it. Look at it go. It's too low terrain. Too low terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Don't sink. Yeah, that's also some weird malfunction. Commercial jets coming on too low, and sometimes they just go through mountains, or if they hit it, no, they can't hit it. I think I have a video of it on Hawaii when I flying with a Tomcat parallelly with a. All right, this is a short one actually. I actually don't want to land here because I'm not going to be able to. And also, this lake looks really weird. Yeah, all right. So elevation. I don't know who's on the wrong and who's on the right. I mean, people who made this, like, put all the cabins out there, they have the actual level, like altitude, elevation references. So I would trust that, and it clearly is in conflict with Microsoft generated elevation dynamics. All right, let's check out the next place. Oh, okay, it's just ahead here to the right. I'm gonna. I think I have an idea of where it is, and it wouldn't be too hard to find. Crazy amount of nose up trimming. All right. This place looks cool. Yes. So cool. Should have a hangar like in just a few yards from the seaside, ocean side. And just put her into one of those for the night and pick her out in the morning and go flying. Hang her by the sea or the lake. That's a wonderful dream. Alright, I haven't paid too much attention, but I think there should be just one lake here, so we have good airspeed. Gears are up. RPMs on max. Where is that lake though? Could it be over there by the... No, it's actually there. That's our lake where we supposed to land. But it's gonna be a little kind of an iffy approach wind wise, and I don't really want to come from the other side. I could. I'm still a little bit heavy, so it's not as easy as you want it to be, but I think I can turn around and bring her in from over there. Yeah, it seems to be like a flat terrain just before the lake, so you can just come this way and yeah. Alright, let's see how this works. Gonna center my equipment, track IR, get a better view. Alright, and now we need to do a pretty steep turn in a bit. This is a little bit risky, I think. We're gonna lose a lot of energy here, but it's okay because we kind of need to lose it, but not too much though. Okay, so 30 coming down, flaps 30, and I'm gonna go back on the throttle because we need to lose some speed here pretty fast. Alright, so this is where I'm aiming between these, and we are too darn fast. Yeah, we need to go around. Yeah, maybe I will come up with 60 and just, you know, go back to flaps 30 coming up above the lake, basically. I'd rather not want to land with flaps 60. Don't want that. It's kind of... Yeah, that's going to be bouncy for sure for me. Already struggling at 30 and I even no flaps, still bouncy. Alright, let's do another one. Yeah, and the fuel is working, so I'm very happy to say it's not an issue right now with the fuel just draining out of the tanks like crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna go for 30. Come in. Oh, it's not downwind actually. Upwind. I mean, no, upwind. Oh my God, I'm so confused. But before we're turning right base here, I need flaps 30 and I need flaps 60. Sure if I should turn with flap 60, but let's try it. I have a little more altitude now because I kind of want to go further up in this valley before turning around. We are really slow now. That is okay. Flap 60. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so now we're gonna do a steep turn here. And I don't want to go too far though because it's getting more narrow, and that might not leave any space for us to come around in one piece. But it seems to, yeah, flap 60 is the shite. Alright, gonna come in flap 60 then and go back to 30 just before. But I'm gonna bring back the speed as much as I can without losing altitude. Oh my gosh. This is so scary. This is so scary, I'm losing it. No, I'm not. But okay, so I'm gonna stay on 60 actually and try. That's one bounce for the road, that's two bounce for the road. I'm gonna lose the flaps now, 30, none. I think we made it. I think we made it. Yeah, we're gonna turn left here. That's nice. Trying to brake on water, that's always cute. I'm doing that. Trying to brake on water. Yeah, it's not gonna be very efficient. So let's look for the cabin here. Alright, not gonna do it. I'm actually gonna. And let's listen to these engines, shall we? If you don't like it, please turn down your volume because I'm opening now. There's just a little curvature to this lake, so it's basically the same elevation as it should be. Just a tad. It's acceptable. Gotta love it. There's actually a dock there, I think. Looks like it. If I can make it. Oh no. Cool. Can you please stop before I hit something? No? Okay. Well, here we go. There you go. You like that boat, don't you? Alright, it looks kind of cool if you don't look at the boat. So I'm gonna take a screenshot and just let illusion do its work. Managed by RTMM. So there you have it. These guys. I think some of them. Alright. Let's going right through my wing there, but it's okay. Some of these guys actually are real pilots. I'm alright confusing with Tanges Fjords because that I knew it was many of them were pilots and they reconstructed whole of Southeast Alaska actually with all this location, but that was for FSX. And I haven't heard anything. I haven't looked into it if they actually made something for Flight Simulator 2020. I'm trying to do pushback, but nothing happens. How odd. If I just put down my gears, would that work? No? Oh, there you go. It worked. So let's see if I can just a little more. There. That seems about right. Put it down there. Oh, it's perfect. How beautiful is this? Let's take another picture. How about living like this? Like once in a while at least. I mean, I would miss the convenience of some things, but I could live like this for a while though. That's for sure. Right. Who's hiding behind the bushes? Sitka Sundance. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break. And I'm gonna turn the batteries off so we don't have that. And see if we drift off. If we might drift off here. Or back to land. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna leave it like this. See you in a bit. Well, seems like my plane likes this boat a lot. Alright, let's push back. Alright, let's use the wheels for push back. Get back into the water. You hear? There you go. That's good enough, I think. Might do some more later. Alright. Okay, so I don't think we have more stops except for Haynes, so that would be our last leg for this stream. But we're gonna check if that's correct. We might have one more, but yeah, we actually have one more. Then it's Haynes. Haynes, Haynes, I think. That's Haynes. Alrighty then. How about some juice? Here we go. And how about some fuel pressure? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Fuel pressure coming up. 1, 2. That's, wow, amazing. That's a good wobble pump right there. Like 2 times is well enough for it to gain great amount of pressure. Okay, all right, we're gonna prime those engines. Just twice will do it, I'm sure. And it looks like I would like to start engine number Dale. And there. Oh. No. Ah. Gonna go down there and lift off in this direction. So we're gonna go back, taxi back, water taxi back. What's the temperature, by the way? I don't want to push it too hard. I shouldn't, because we're not on the green even. All right. I just have to. Yeah, we should try some fishing at the next lake. See if I can remember it, because we got a great fishing stool we can put on a roof with a good rod, fishing rod, and that would be just awesome. Go on fishing adventures with the Goose. It's like made for it. You're wealthy enough for buying and own a Goose with all its costs around keeping it in shape, and then you would actually probably go for a fishing trip. On a fishing trip with the Goose. Some other adventure. I can't come up with a more adventurous plane, so connected to uncharted territories as the Goose. I actually had a Goose in Uncharted, the game. So there you have it. Tales of the Gold Monkey and Uncharted, and probably a few more. Where the Goose. I don't think I have seen a goose in sorry, I'm a little slow. Obviously. Indiana Jones. I was thinking about Indiana Jones, but I think that was maybe sometimes before the Goose even was made. I don't remember the years. I remember Nazis, so it must have been around the same time. Thinking. He sat in a couple of planes, but they are all different from this one, so no. One seaplane, but it had floats, so I don't even remember what plane that was. All right, let's try to do a little, like, pick up some speed and go around, not go around, but how would you say it, like do a turn and taxi, get up some speed before straining it out and taking off. Basically, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. So, language is getting more difficult when I'm getting tired, obviously. So, you're gonna have to bear with me. All right, we have a little speed now, so I'm gonna turn even more, and I'm gonna go for it right now. Oh, don't forget flaps 30 and rich. That's why we have checklists. All right. Okay. And I could go for takeoff, a little lift now. Yeah, thanks. To pick up a little more speed, but I'm not gonna retract the flaps at this moment. We had enough for getting over those trees, and now I can retract them so we can pick up some speed. Right, so the lake is gonna basically be here in front of us, so it's not very far. Yeah. Back to the throttles and RPMs there. I'm gonna check the map. Yeah, it's inside this valley with a beautiful glacier. I think I'm gonna go higher here because, yeah, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of space. Need to check this place out first, and I actually want to go around, or turn around, and turn right here so I can take a left turn so I see better. So I see better on this side, obviously. So. Okay, where should it be? So it should be on this end of this. Okay, this is an interesting formation of. Yeah, it should be down here somewhere, but I need to check my flying. So yeah, this could be a real hard approach. With fuel. Okay, we got fuel. Yeah. But it seems like these two are connected, so I should land on the other one because it's just seems a little, I don't know, longer and more easy to. And we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna take another turn, go lower, and then I'm gonna land on that lake over there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I can't really decide which one is the biggest, but I can't go far up really. I mean, beyond that lake, I can't go for too long. And well, we're gonna take another turn here and see if we get smarter. But this is upwind, so we're gonna go downwind a bit. And we're gonna do some movements, because that I haven't done. Feels more alive to be looking around like this. Definitely, that's what you would do. Keep check on your speed, David. Never forget. Ever. Right, so we might go flaps 60 for this one as well. I think it performed pretty good. And yeah, okay, so I actually need to get over that peak. I don't like it, but I would need to do so. We are on flaps 30 as it is, full power. Now I'm not in a good position, actually, so anything happens right now and I'm toast. Alright, so flaps 60, but it would stay on 30 for a bit. Yeah, this is a steep one. Check my airspeed. Yeah, it definitely feels more suitable to land on the other one. There we go. How about dropping some speed, bitte? I don't know why it doesn't do that. I mean, I have full flaps, or do I? I do, but it's not out, so I need to do this over. Going back to 30. So, yeah, I messed that one up for sure.
Juno Tower, MAS 012 miles east inbound, visual runway 26 approach. MAS 0 Juno Tower. Altimeter 29.9.
I actually don't want to listen to them right now, but
Cleared visual runway 26 approach.
Just take something here like Juno Harbor or whatever. Oh my god. No! Sorry. That. There you go. Keep them quiet for a bit. Yeah, so it would be nice if all the functions didn't being grayed out like that just because they are talking. I mean, you can change frequency regardless if they are talking or not, but the simulator seems to be thinking, nope, now someone is talking that you just got to listen. But I'm on the wrong frequency, I need to change. No, you have to listen until they are done. And then some. Alright then. Seems like an important thing for you. Alright, flaps coming up all the way. Gaining some speed, and we're gonna do this over, and I'm gonna configure flaps earlier and keep track of my speed, because that seems to be the case. Picking up speed just gonna retract the flaps. I don't know if that's right, if that's how it's supposed to be, but that's what's going on. They are getting automatically retracted when you go too fast. Maybe so you don't damage the aircraft. That makes sense, but... Alright, flaps 30. More power. And flaps 60. I'm gonna lose some altitude here as I ease off the power. Not too much though. Don't want to lose too much lift here. Oh Lord. And it's not the most responsive airplane. It takes a while. Alright, so yeah, still over 70, that's good. Now I'm gonna scale all the power because we need to get down lower. A little more power again. Okay, going back to 30. It's actually gonna be a perfect 30 flaps landing, I think, if I'm nailing it. Nah. A bit too steep. Nah, I'm going around if I can. I might have messed this one up totally. Oh, that bounce might have saved me, I don't know. It's gonna be the trees, man. No, yeah, we did it. Okay. Alright, so flaps 30 was not a good choice. I needed to stay low with speed all the way. It seems like that lake is smaller than I would think. Alright. Since this is a simulator, I am gonna try for another one. I'm pretty sure I would have I would not. I might not even try it the first time, but it's I think we're gonna get it right the third time actually. I mean, the winds are not that serious. I could have, you know, tried a different approach with the wind in my tail, but I mean that would have been. However, going this way seems like a death trap to me. So I'd rather not. And I've been talking again, so let's crab a bit to lose some energy here. Use those. Okay, flaps 30 coming up, or coming down actually, but no. Yeah, it's a little bit too much speed. I'm gonna set for flaps 60 and they're gonna extend wherever they are ready for doing so. Alright, gonna give some power in the turn here because we're gonna bleed off so much power that it's crazy. Alright, now we're more on track. So alright, so we have flap 60 right now. Haven't verified the gears, so it's checklist. Good thing to start with a checklist. I'm gonna be like that during all my streams, like, and people's gonna be like, why won't he start with his checklist? He says he would. He's saying he would. He never does. Never. Alright. Let's put her down now. Enough was enough. No! Oh, man! This is crazy. And it's not good. It might be a little... Okay, I thought that the last time too, and we did good, so alright. How about a little faith there? Okie dokie. Alright. Flaps back up. That was a really risky move. Like, stupid. If you convert it to reality, it's stupid. But I'm sure, I mean, you would have a different attitude about it if you knew that this might be the last time you do it. You can't afford to fail, so. And there's the cabin. I found it. Yeah. Keeping it real as long as you do good. Like, oh, this is real, this is reality. And that's when you mess up, you're like, oh, it's just a simulator, it's alright. Boom, boom. Okay. Okie dokie. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle the tail. Oh, it looks like it could actually give more input, but it doesn't. The model doesn't anyway. Looks like it could, but I might be wrong. I actually figured out why this plane looks the way it does with the color, choice of colors and paint scheme. When I was a kid, my dad brought me to Bromma Airport in Stockholm. It's a smaller airport, but it's still commercial, domestic. Oh, what's that? Man, that's a bear right there. Oh Lord, I'm gonna tell the story some other time. You need to check out that bear. Haha! Alright, I'm gonna kill the engines now. That I didn't know. Yeah, we're drifting that way. That's, I don't know if that's not good. Yes. It's not a good thing, right? Alright, anyway. So my dad took me to Bromma Airport, and we were sitting there on a hill, like elevated over the airport, so you could see the whole airport. All planes coming in, and it was this. It was Twin Otters, actually, Twin Otters, and Fokker 28, I think, called. mostly, and one occasional King Air and Cessna every once in a while, of course. Actually, no, I think it was quite a lot of Cessnas going from the airport. Anyway, so these Twin Otters kind of had this paint scheme. So that's interesting how it gets stuck in my memory. I thought it was so cool, like orange up and white belly and that black line in the middle, basically. So they kind of looked like this, like color-wise. I think the engines were black in front too. I'm not sure. Maybe the whole engine were black. I'm gonna check that later, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I really love the way this airplane doesn't, like, it's really rough around the edges. Like it needs a repaint. It's long overdue, but it's still, doing its thing and serves well. Looks kind of not beat up, but weathered, could say. Cool. Alright, that bear is still there. Hello there, Papa Bear. Or is it the Mama Bear? Gonna take a picture of this. Like, bear. There's a bear outside. I mean, that's kind of disconcerting. All right, let's start her up and take do our last leg to Haynes now, shall we? All right, Dale. How about some action? RPM's back. Lean on the mixtures. And going once, going twice. Engine number 2 clear. Clear! Engine number 1 clear. Oh my lord. Getting closer. Okay. It's just, whoa. No! Poor bear! It's gonna be sliced to pieces. He just, yeah, that was the float. Alright. Bye bye, Papa Bear. Mama Bear. Okay, we're gonna do this right this time. Make sure automatic bridge. Coming back on the throttle. And what I'm gonna do now is actually not. I'm gonna not extend any flaps for now. I'm gonna do that basically in the last minute, so I can get up as much speed as possible. I don't know if you would do that with this airplane, if it does make any difference or much difference at all. Smaller airplanes, I know it does. It's different. So you would get a lot more drag, and that would I need to pick up as much speed as possible. So that's why I'm gonna do it like that. We still don't have the right temperature, so we're gonna wait for that to come up, and Also give a little more temperature to the carburetors for now. Yeah. There. A little more heat. Yeah, I would really love to have my throttle quadrant above my head. That would feel so cool, and like a whole different way of. Yeah, it would feel so much goose or seaplane, like old seaplane, mallard or goose or widgeon, albatross. I think they all have throttle above the head like this. It is cool. Not once have I checked if my controls are free and correct. Not once. It's sad. Alright. I'm very disappointed in myself. A bit, yeah. Either you do it right or don't do it. That's the voice in my head saying, like, why can't you just do it right from start? Right. And he keeps ignoring the checklist. Do we have a checklist even? And how does that look? Oh, this is actually happening. Checklist. So we got pre-flight inspection, alright. 7 points. Starting engine, 14 points. Wow. Fuel color shop, valve open, fuel pump, 3, 4. Oh, right. We're gonna do this, not right now, but we're gonna do this maybe in the next stream or something. I need to do this, like with a checklist. Oh, it's actually, the lake is ending here partially, so. Oh my lord, we're gonna get stuck on land. Yeah, there we go. We need to get unstuck. Unstuck. Whoa, come on, come on, come on. Unstuck. It was such a cool video on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but it was a goose. Had to do emergency landing over a frozen lake. And he got stuck in the ice basically, so they had to get it unstuck. So they fixed the airplane and then they had to melt it out from the ice. It was one of those, I think it was Penair or something, goose in Alaska. And that was kind of cool, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna go around to the right here so I can some form of speed going on, and turn 180 basically. See if I can manage without getting stuck again. So right turn right here, and I'm gonna go for it. And we got no flaps as it is for now. Then I'm gonna do 30 or even a 60 depending on how much speed I've picked up. No other references needed for the moment. It's a simulator. Alright. Full speed ahead, Captain. There we go. Not in the wind, but almost. Alright, so flaps 30 coming up, coming down. That should do it actually, so we're gonna be good with 30. It feels great. We're starting to get a little lighter because we don't have as much fuel. And I'm so happy that it works. It doesn't drain the fuel. That was so annoying. He's up with F. And this light looks so northern to me, like it's mystical. Alright, flaps retracted. And turn the lights off there. And we're going for Haynes now. It's gonna be like a 20-minute flight, I think. Something like that. See what I can come up with talking about, or just not. We'll see. Wow. That is so cool. The glacier around the corner back there. I guess it can be pretty hard to stay on top of things in Alaska when flying in Alaska, because the environment is so mesmerizing. Is that how you say it? I think. Look at that. That's a screenshot. Bad visibility coming up. I'm making a short right turn. I think I'm gonna pass this one over here. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for the ocean or the water, but this is more exciting, isn't it? We got good speed, 125 airspeed. That's not. Yes, it is. Indeed it is. Alright, let's check the map just a bit. Yeah, I mean, I can go along the coast, it's fine. Doesn't matter really. Just going all the way up here, so gonna pick up a little speed, I think. Pushing it a little, just a little tad. There, a little more. Yeah, that's it. Right. So, seems like the 147 update for the truck simulator is here, because I got a few mails from third party developers, like the mod makers, sending me an update for 147. So I guess next time I drive a truck, it might be that. Maybe things work, maybe things don't. We'll see. It just seems like there are more interest for the truck simulator than it is for flying. So I shouldn't just desert trucking. But in all honesty, I have been doing that since August last year, like beginning of August, when I got back from the States. And I've been doing that every day except for maybe 2 days since that. To let's see. Yeah, it was actually basically when I started flying a few weeks ago. So I did that a lot. I had my reasons, but it was a little bit too much, and even though I kind of want to drive more, but I missed flying. I missed passion of flying and to feel it. I was totally into trucking for a while, just doing that. I mean, it's okay, but now I want to do both, but I haven't been flying for long, so I just feel like I want to pick that up a bit. So I hope that all the viewers who actually likes to watch trucking the most can have a little patience. I mean, there are plenty of trucking content online on YouTube, so I guess they will be fine. It's kind of funny. Funny statement. Of course they will be fine. But yeah, so when my channel started growing at all, that was because of the trucking content. So I definitely don't want to stop that. I'm gonna keep going. But I'm a little bit of like a periodic, I don't know how to say it, but I do one thing at a time usually, and for a while, and then I switch over to something else. But yeah, definitely trucking was, I never played a simulator or game. Yeah, okay, one game would actually I played GTA for a year every day. Oh, good Lord, I don't want to see that. What's going on? No, 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 no. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. There. That's beautiful. Such a beautiful angle and view. Not this one though. It's like, it's crazy, man. That is crazy. Oh, it disappeared. In the moment of taking the screenshot, the beautiful rainbow disappeared. The rainbow puking unicorn. Unicorn puking rainbows. We get good speed. 145, 147, 48. Yeah. I was losing altitude, that's why I picked up some speed. I'm gonna do low pass over these hills right here. Or would I call them mountains? Smaller mountains, I guess. And that's a big mountain. Yeah, this is still a mountain though. It's not a hill. Let's do low pass here in this little sink. I don't know. That's not a sink. Sink. I would like to have someone with me who can teach me how to speak English. So, should we go higher? We haven't been high with this bird at all, so I think we should do that just for the fun, the kicks of it. So I'm gonna go over this edge here, and then I'm gonna try to pick up some altitude. But there we go. I'm not gonna go for those peaks though. I'm gonna take on the left side. Sure. Not gonna push my luck at all. It's so weird though when you just fly like this and ignore the fact that you could put yourself into a bad place, bad position, and you're kind of waking up like a rude awakening when that if that would happen. What did I think of? Why would I fly into this valley? I don't have a clue for how long I can go, and now the visibility is crap. I don't see anything. And there we have it. Oh, the valley comes to an end. I have nowhere to go. And if I would not see it. If I had. I mean, so naming the engines like this, yeah, I did it on the other aircraft. Don't remember. BN2, I think it's called. It's a twin engine. Aircraft, a British, I believe. I think it's from Britain. It's made there anyway, I think. I named those Chip and Dale. But yeah, it's funny how you start to fly plane and you do it a lot, and then another plane comes along and you just realizing that that's the plane you've been waiting for. That's why you've been flying this plane you never heard of before, like the BN2. So I was actually just waiting for the Twin Otter. That was the case. Also, when flying the Caravan, I was waiting for the Kodiak. Some people confuse them too, but they're not the same airplane. And look kind of the same. They have the same body type, like square body, square fuselage. I like both. I don't think I could decide. Maybe I like the Kodiak a little bit more. Just the feeling of it and the sound from the engine. So, but other than that, I don't have any reasons for liking one more than the other. And also the Kodiak, that was not a Microsoft one, so the Caravan, Cessna Caravan was a Microsoft plane. It was okay, but it was not as detailed as a Kodiak when it came, so Kodiak was really superior with detailing and functions and everything, so I hope we get to do that because that's kind of exciting to fly. Anyway, where I fly it on Papua New Guinea, usually, really, yeah, it's cool landings and takeoffs in the mountains on grass fields. Basically, that's the main theme, and kind of short. It's one way in, one way out. Most airfields. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting really tired now, so I hope I can do a decent landing at Haynes. I'm gonna call it a day. We're almost there. Can actually ease ourselves down now. So we're gonna have to worry about that in the last second, a minute. It was a long time ago I flew to Haynes. Really long time ago. Once in a while I visit Haynes though. King Air. I like to fly the King Air to Haynes and 737, but I think it feels somewhat big for the airfield. I mean, you can do it, but you don't have a lot of margins. Not if you're loaded, like have a lot of cargo or whatever. I don't even think they fly there, so usually I think it's King Air and the smaller aircraft is flying there. But of course, I've tried all the limitations of the 737, so PMDG 737. So I flew in Brazil on really short strips with the 737, and I actually managed to do so. It was not. I mean, the approaches could be very steep and very short. But usually it was okay. Not too crazy. Yeah, now we are 163 actually. Look at that rainbow. Beautiful. Yeah, and on Hawaii, but I might further on do a different livery, different paint scheme for the Hawaii one. I just want it to be white, also because of the water reflects on the belly on the Goose, and that green looks so good where it reflects under the wings and under the belly, or on the belly. Green water, it looks really nice. I mean, this one could do it, but for me this one is based in Alaska and flying most of it. Alaska, Canada, maybe down to Oregon, Washington and Oregon the most, but definitely a northern airplane, for me at least. But we'll see. I mean, it took some effort to get this one done, so I don't think I'm gonna do another one in a while. But who knows? So I want to do Oahu air taxi livery. We'll come up with a different name. I don't know. We will see that. Make up some logotype. Oh, we're here. This is the bay actually. Okie dokie. Let's see. So yeah, we definitely gonna do a flyover to check out this. See where the dock is. Good picture. Maybe a little bit more like this. No. That's it. That was Haynes. Alright. Initiating a left turn and check out this area. Getting really tired now. Alright, gears up. RPMs maxed. Full. Full and moisture rich, auto rich. There's supposed to be a dock here, but yeah, it seems to be missing. So it looks like it's supposed to be over there. It's like a marina with a lot of boats, but I don't know. I don't see any boats. This part. Or maybe we could get up to on the land over here. Like it looks soft though, but maybe we could do something like that for once. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so we gonna try to land yeah, 180, doing a 180 and coming back in. Basically that's what I'm gonna do. I might actually go left and then right so I can stay close to the shoreline. Felt like Rain Man. Yeah. Dustin Hoffman as Rain Man. Yeah. Just 4 fish sticks. It's supposed to be 8. Flaps 30. I shouldn't do any maneuvering under 100, I don't think. But it feels okay. It's a little weird. Almost to the wind here, but just can't figure out the way, but I'm pretty sure I had the wrong configuration to start with, so let's go down a little bit with the let's see if I can do it. No. Yeah. It figures. But I think I'm gonna do check. Yeah, I have crazy much amount of nose up trim. That might be it, but 5, 4, right. Try to find a way to land straight into the wind this time. So. And I'm gonna have like 1800, maybe 1900 RPM. Oh, manifold pressure. I don't remember the RPMs on that one, but that's fine. And oh, that was once. No, it's totally nuts. Oh, I can't do it right. I don't know. It's very annoying. Very, 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 very annoying. Just keep bouncing all the time. And it's also, I have crazy amount of trim input, and it just doesn't seem to do as much. I mean, it's like nothing. It happens a little, but not much at all. Maybe I should do a flap, no flap approach, no flap landing. Flaps retracted up, don't need any flaps, don't need any lift. I want to land, not lift. Freaking hot air balloon. You think this whole bay area would be enough for me to land? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but something is not right now. Except for the fact that I'm very tired. Yeah, let's do a stall and just put the wing down in the water and then we're done, right? No? Okay. So slow with the response. Oh. Freaking. Yeah, right. Alright. Going too steep now that I can see. There. Stop your freaking bouncing. No flaps. Yeah. No, 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 no. No lift. No lift. That went. I think that went good, but it didn't feel like I landed on the step actually, so it felt more like I did the kind of landing most people seem to be doing in the simulator. Well, alright. Let's find that spot and see if we can crawl up to on the land. Crazy how I actually remember it might have been my first landing here with the Goose ever. It was quite an experience. I didn't struggle like this with landings, but I don't know, that model was kind of very forgiving with you, so it could fly in extreme low speeds, I remember, or I thought it felt like very low speeds anyway. There was no danger for losing lift in a turn, or even if you went like really steep. So that's not a good way of learning how to fly, because I'm a great pilot. Wow. You get a false, how do you call it, false belief of, or false reference points, false everything. Yeah, let's listen to the engines one last time before we stop this. Wake up a bit. It's on the step. Coming down from the step now. windows are open, but you can see it from here. And slide open backwards. Cool. Yeah, how about that? I think that should be like rails for the window. On the other model of Goose G21, that was actually the case, so this would not work out. So rails continuing. So maybe there's gonna be an update on this plane further on with some of them detailing. I also noticed, I don't know what you call it, but basically the on the engines there are these not fenders. Oh my lord! All right. Never mind, it seems incomplete on the right engine anyway, because these locking mechanisms aren't there. So they're on both sides on left engine, but nothing on the right one. I'm just thinking it's an oversight of some kind that they will fix that later on. So this seems to be actually would choose over there, so but you can see tire tracks here, so maybe, yeah, we're gonna try this. Clean her up a bit. All right, one more. There you go. Generators off, lightings. That's it. Parking brake on. No, these should be on. Stay on. They're off, on, off. Poof. We didn't do any fishing, but we can do that next time. I can't bring it on up on the roof right now because I'm not in water, so you can't just do that while you're in water. I can try, but I don't think it will work. It's right here on the panel, like fishing stool there. Yeah, it doesn't come up right now, so it's understandable. That sound is very squeaky. I would definitely use some grease or oil on that. Sounds like not good. Huh. How would I open the door? Like this? Yeah, there you go. The ladder is there. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Thank you for watching. And hey Maria, I didn't see you right there, sorry. No one has been writing the whole evening, so I just assumed there would not be any communication on the chat, but if you're still here, it's nice to see you, and hope you enjoy the stream. I'm probably gonna do one more tomorrow with this plane, flying in Alaska. Oh, what do you know? Alright. Alright, have a good one. Bye bye.